Good day, everyone. My name is Kristel Saldua, and I'm here to discuss all about sexual problems. What is sexual problems? May be classified as physiological, psychological, and social in origin. Any given problem may involve all three categories. A physiological problem, for example, will produce psychological effects, and these may result in some social maladjustment. Sexual problems or sexual dysfunction is the difficulty of an individual or a couple to experience any stage of a normal sexual activity, including physical pleasure, desired, preference, arousal, or orgasm. Sexual dysfunction is broadly defined as the inability to fully enjoy sexual intercourse. It occurs when you have a problem that prevents you from wanting or enjoying sexual activities. So, kanidang sexual problems, na siya 3 categories. First, desire disorders. Second, arousal disorders. Third, orgasm disorders. So, what is hypoactive sexual disorders? It refers to deficient or absent sexual fantasies or urge. It means lack of sexual desire or interest in sex. What is female and male sexual arousal disorders? So, first, female sexual arousal disorder. Persistent difficulties becoming sufficiently lubricate in response to sexual stimulation. Can be lifelong or situational. May have physical causes. Usually has psychological causes such as anger, resentment, or trauma. Male erectile disorder or erectile dysfunction. Persistent difficulty achieving or maintaining an erection sufficient to complete sexual activity. Can be situational or generalized. May occur due to performance anxiety. Anxiety concerning one's ability to perform behaviors, especially behaviors that may be evaluated by other people. May have physical causes. It means arousal disorders, even you are female or male, inability to become physically aroused or excited during sexual activity. Last, what is orgasm disorder? So, orgasm phase of the sexual response cycle, sexual pleasures, peaks, and sexual tension is released as the muscle in the pelvic region contract rhythmically. For men, semen is ejaculated. For women, the outer third of the vaginal walls contract. There are 3 disorders of this phase. First, early ejaculation. Second, delayed ejaculation. Third, female orgasmic disorder. Female and male orgasmic disorders in which there is a delay in or absence of orgasmic following a normal sexual excitement phase. What is physiological problems? It refers specifically sexual nature are rather few. Only a small minority of people suffer from diseases of or deficient development of the genitalia or that part of the neurophysiology governing sexual response. Many people, however, experience at some time sexual problems that are byproducts of other pathologies or injuries. Physiological disorders is a condition in which the organ in the body malfunction causes illness. Example are asthma, glaucoma, diabetes. What is vaginal infections? Vaginal infection, for example, retroverted uteri, prostatitis, adrenal tumors, diabetes, senile changes of the vagina, and cardiovascular condition may cause disturbance of the sexual life. And brief, anything that seriously interferes with normally bodily functioning generally causes some degree of sexual trouble. Fortunately, the great majority of the physiological sexual problems are solved through medication or surgery. Generally, only those problems involving damage to the nervous system defeat therapy. Vaginal yes infection or inflammation of the vagina are very common, so much that most women will experience one of these big problems. Psychological problems constitute by far the largest categories. They are not the only product of socially induced inhibitions, maladaptive attitudes, and ignorance, but also the sexual myths held by society. An example of the latter in the idea that good, matured sex must involve rapid erections, protracted coitus, and tenacious orgasm. Magazines, marriage books, and general sexual folklore reinforce these demanding ideals which cannot always be met and hence give rise to anxiety, guilt, and feelings of inadequacy. Types of psychological disorder. First, think. Second, feels. And third, behaves. First, kanang sikag hunahuna, daghan kayo musulod sa imong hunahuna. O second, imong ma-feel ra siya, imong last, imong behavior, mausab, nga permira ka magsipok imong ulo, maglagot, ma-irritable, permi magkuan imong ulo, kay tungod na apektuhan na imong mental health. Premature ejaculation is a common problem, especially for young males. Sometimes, this is not the consequence of any psychological problem, but the natural result of excessive tension in a male who has been sexually deprived. In such cases, more frequent coitus solves the problem. Premature ejaculation is difficult to define. Premature ejaculation is the release of the semen from the penis during the orgasm. When ejaculation occurs faster than you are or your partner would like, it known as the premature ejaculation. So, ang premature ejaculation di ay, sa Bisaya pa, kanang dali magawasan. Kapag nagmiklab ang isang lalaki, kaunting galaw lamang ay madaling lalabas ang kanilang semen. Ejaculation impotence, the inability to ejaculate in coitus, is quite rare and is almost always of psychogenic origin. It seems associated with ideas of contamination or with memories of traumatic experience. Occasionally, ejaculatory inability may be expected in older men or in any male who has exceeded his sexual capacity. Impotence means that a man's penis doesn't get hard enough to have sexual intercourse. The man cannot get or maintain an erection. The medical term is erectile dysfunctions, ED. ED is not the same as premature ejaculation. Kani premature ejaculation kay madaling labasan ng semen ang isang lalaki. Pero kaning ejaculation impotence kay dugay ni siya mo tindog ang iyang are. o ayaw tumayo or ayaw tigasan. Vaginismus is the powerful spasms of the pelvic musculature constricting the vagina so that penetration is painful or impossible. It seems wholly due to anti-sexual conditioning or psychological trauma and serve as unconscious defense against coitus. It is treated by psychotherapy and by gradually dilating the vagina with increasingly large cylinders. Here are the example of the vaginismus is the body automatic reaction to the fear of the some or all types of vaginal penetration. Whenever penetration is attempted, your vaginal muscle tighten up on the other own. You have no control over it. Occasionally, you can get vaginismus even if you have previously enjoyed painless penetrative sex. That's all, an end of my discussion. Thank you and God bless.